5 energetic things you might be doing that's spiraling your health downwards, and it's not what you think. Hello and welcome. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Synchroshakti. Let's begin. So there was this lady who was a mental and emotional wreck because of all the physical health problems she was going through. She had this whole list and she spoke very often about her problems. And the more she was talking about her aches and pains, the more those aches and pains were multiplying and expanding and increasing, just proving that what you put your focus on expands and increases in your life. Now, when the doctors couldn't help her anymore, she decided to go to spiritual counseling. So she goes to the spiritual counselor and she gives the counselor the entire list of everything that is wrong with her. So the counselor stops her and says, listen, you've told me everything that is wrong with you, but can you tell me one thing that is right with you? And almost offendedly, that lady says, nothing is working right in my body, everything is wrong. So the counselor says, well, you're here, you can hear me, I can talk to you, you're not bedridden, you're able to eat, you're able to travel, you're obviously something is right in your body. Tell me about that. So the lady again very offendedly says, there's only one thing that is right in my body, and that is my pinky finger. Only my pinky finger works effortlessly, properly. Okay, so that's going to be your work. So the counselor sends her home and she says, for 1 week, I just want you to focus on appreciating the pinky finger that is working. So appreciate the life that moves through this finger, appreciate the nerves, the muscles. Your entire focus is on appreciating the pinky finger. So she goes and she does that, and she comes back next week and reluctantly agrees that not only is her pinky finger working fine, but the rest of her hands have begun to work as well. So again, she sent home, and the homework is for a whole week, just appreciate what is working well in your hands, right? The life that is flowing through the hands, the nerves, the muscles, the impulses, appreciate all of that. So as that became her homework over a period of a year or more, she was able to finally heal the entire body, because the focus was not on the illness, the focus was on appreciating the health that was there. And by the focus, it expanded and basically radiated over her entire body. Now, having said that, let's look. Now we just spoke about the energetic work this person did. Let's look at what we might be doing energetically, what you might be doing energetically that's affecting your health. So let's look at that so we can reverse engineer it. Now, let's do this as a quiz. Tell me every one of them. So I'm going to give you 5. Tell me in the comments, honestly, which are the ones that you're actually doing right now. Because once you're aware of it, you can change it. So tell me in the comments which of these are you actually doing. So let's start with the very first one. The first one is attention to your symptoms, but specifically negative attention to your symptoms. This is where you become so hyper focused on your symptoms. You're overthinking it, you're googling it, you're spiraling down, you're getting really upset, you're judging, you're resisting, you're going into this negative space. And what happens is, when we resist, this is called resistance, when we fight against the fact that symptoms appearing in the body, what you resist persists and also grows. So when you have negative attention to your symptoms constantly, you're actually growing them, keeping them in your bodily experience. Tell me in the chat if that is something you have done. You're just constantly googling, constantly getting upset when symptoms are constantly there or whenever they come. If that's you, just type paying negative attention to my body. That's just a way to become aware. That energetic negative focus is going to affect the body, because what you resist persists. Now, let's look at the second energetic thing you might be doing that's causing an effect on the body. And the second one is identification. A lot of people are so identified with their disease, they think it is them. I am a diabetic. I am a heart patient. I am a sufferer of PCOD. I am. So they put the disease right after I am, which is such a powerful thing. Cells have changed. Cell generations have changed. New cells have come. Story is still the same, because your identity will move from one cell generation to another. But this is not who you are. It's where you are. Where you are can always change. These are experiences you're having. It's not your identity. It's not your destiny. It's something that can be let go of and moved past, if you so choose to. But people are so hell-bent on identifying with their disease, it's almost like it gives them some sort of meaning in their life. But you don't have to hold on to this identity. So, and what you identify with, nobody can change it for you. So at one level you're asking for it, but on the second level you're holding on to it through your identity. You're not this. It's just where you are. It's not who you are. If that helped you out, tell me in the comments. Just type, it's just where I am. It's not who I am. Okay. Let's go to the third energetic thing. Third one is negative predominance towards that part of the body that you're struggling with. What does that mean? Negative predominance means when you think of that part of the body, maybe it's your heart, maybe it's your liver, maybe it's your pancreas, maybe it's your skin, maybe it's your ovaries, the immediate thoughts and emotions that come up for you is showing you your predominant emotions towards that part of the body. And if your predominant emotions towards that part of the body is dark, negative, you see it as this dark negative thing, that's what's going to manifest. So it doesn't matter how many affirmations you did or what you visualized earlier, it's this immediate predominant feeling you have towards that part of the body that is manifesting again and again. And you can change your predominant feelings about that part of the body anytime, any day. It can take you 5 seconds to do it, but you just got to do it. If you can learn to see that part of the body in good light, try to send it loving thoughts, bring light there, give it a character, make that part of the body something different, a new energy to that part of the body, that part of the body will also change. It's your negative predominance about that part of the body which is reflecting back again and again as the same manifestation of your uterus or your skin or whatever, or your hair. It's your thoughts about it that is reflecting back. Tell me if you've done that. If yes, just comment below saying, I'm changing my predominance from negative to positive. I'm changing my predominance from negative to positive, my predominant emotion towards that part of the body. Good. Are you learning something? Is this like aha moment for anyone? If yes, just type aha moment. This is for my reflection back. Fourth, limited ideas of what you think is possible in healing. So some people do believe that your body has healing force. They do know that health is a natural flow in for all our bodies. But they believe that some things can be healed. Like, yeah, I've seen that some people can heal this and that, but my case may not be possible. In my case, new nerves have to form and new things. That's limited ideas about what is possible and what is not possible. The easiest way to allow your body to do its natural healing is to be open to all possibility that all things can heal. Be open. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Just be open to the idea that nerves can form, cells can form, new pathways can form, new things can happen, new atoms can create new matter in your body. If you're open to that, a lot of magic can actually happen in your experience. What do you have to lose but just experiment and see. Be detached in your experimentation. At least practice. So that is the fourth one. Okay, limited ideas about what you believe can be healed and what cannot be healed. So that's the fourth energetic block that we have around health. Let's go to the fifth one. The fifth one is very powerful. Fifth one is you talk about your illness often. You talk about it to people, you talk about it to your friends, you talk about it on Facebook, you talk about it often, and you put so much attention, identity, all of that too. I'm telling you, if I sit with anybody who is going through a health problem, they do all 5 of this. All 5 of this. Tell me if any of you got all 5 of this. Talk about it, but it's from my mouth to God's ears. It's okay if you're sharing it with let's say you're traveling and you want to share with your travel buddy so that there's understanding. That moment is okay. So you can build around it. You can take some medicine so you can keep travel in a way that actually works fine for you. That for that moment, okay, practical. But after the moment is gone, to continuously go on and on about the same issues. I'll give you a better example here. From my mouth to God's ears, when you continuously talk about your problems, you continuously revisit them again and again, again and again, because it's my mouth to God's ears, it's going to continuously exist in your experience. When I was going through my anxiety disorder, it took me 3.5 years to get over it. I could have gotten over it much faster had I just kept my mouth shut and just worked on myself. But everywhere I went, I had to tell people, I have this disorder, I have this disorder, I am like this, stop it. Silence all that. It's just a story. It's not who you are, it is where you are. That can change. So don't speak about it so often. Don't keep talking to people about it, because you're just manifesting it through your mouth to God's ears again and again, again and again. So Having said that, tell me in the comments if you learned something. By the way, just for information, there is a dedicated course, our very first dedicated course to health I got into mind body healing far before I got into any other topic. In all the topics that I know, so let's say the largest knowledge base I have is on mind body healing, and we are doing one course, a dedicated course on physical healing, because emotional mental healing we already have so many courses on all of that, but for physical healing we are doing a dedicated program. We are doing the first batch of that program on 10th of October. If you're interested in that, you can find out more information in the description. And this is a launch batch, so this is the cheapest you will get this course for. Is the cheapest, it's the launch pricing, launch batch. Jump in if you always wanted to study with us, especially the energetic and the power, the healing, the manifestation, the mindset around creating pure positive health in your body. If you have any questions, you can also email us. In the description you'll find all that information. So tell me if you learned something. Did this open your eyes about how you've been thinking about your own health and healing? If it has, let me know in the comments. If you think this is going to help someone else, please share this with people, and I wish all of you perfect health in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. Love you, and I'll see you in another video. Namaste.